Hi, I'm going to read from the Munster Literature Centre's pamphlet series. The pamphlet is called The King of the Lamb, and the poems are elegies or commemorations, sort of, to my friend, the great poet Liam O'Merla, and who was a great friend. We grew up in the same. We were born on the same side of the city, grew up on the same side of the city, went to the same primary school, secondary school, and then college later. And we both wrote poems. He wrote in Irish, I in English. So, there you are. The first poem, The Lamb Partners. I don't know anyone who loved going on the lamb more than you. Mobiles off, and us gone for days on a drive about, tired of giving a damn about the world, taking all the byways we could. You striking up talk with this or that stranger, as if you'd known them all your life. You switched off their modern KG and danger buttons. I could practically see regular strife fall from them outside a petrol pump station, pharmacy, or grocery store. How often did I witness this knack of yours with silent admiration? You leaving them laughing and us off on the fly. Nor did I say how I thrived in your company, felt sound myself, us off to wherever, Bolus, Spanish Point, Roaring Water, Balavorney, with Dylan, Joe Cooley, Margaret Barry, whoever fitted the mood and theme of whatever high or low, accompanying every turn the spur of our moment took us, up, down, across, below, in the nirvana, Shangri-La, Valhalla, Big Sur, of us being on the road. Only weeks have passed since we schemed, planned another big trip, frontiersmen about to head into the Wild West, cut a blazing trail into the time-honoured map of poetry, landscape, Dean Shanikis. You should know that your last drive was taken instead, on your own, in the back of a flashy black limo, tailed west across Ireland. The King of the Lamb is dead. I only copped, after trailing you that day, which letter is left when you take the lamb away from Liam. My dead-end word game, diverting this lone character. And that lamb is only nearly a full rhyme with your name. The second poem is just a 4-line poem titled After a Death. I tell myself how lucky I am to have had such a friend, that I must be grateful, must watch my attitude, keep it together. He'll remain with me till my own end. But that luck's turned unlucky, shrouding gratitude. I'm going to read the longer, it's a 2-page poem now, but actually it's in a page and a half. A lot of Cork names in it. Liam loved Cork, and I do myself. Anyway. At sea. An astronaut's mooring to the mothership snaps, and he falls away into the ink. Black universe. An unconscious lone survivor is adrift in a lifeboat. A bell diver, deep in a wreck, tugs thrice. All he's left with is a chewed-up cord. Old flicks we clung to in the Savoy cinema. So transported that we couldn't fathom who ate our popcorn ice lolls, those extinct macaroon bars. You swore as good as any Corkman worth his salt, said that you were living, breathing and drowning in a dying language. And I, trying to keep you afloat, replying, come on, Nemo, if that's so, then what a great news opportunity. Use it, man. The Irish language itself being cut loose, dragged under by the drowning embrace of oblivion. The only certain eternity. How all life goes belly up eventually, as will the Queen's English even. Did I catch a Bettina of a smile at that? Shelley, Keats and Shakespeare. Gone, as if they never were. It didn't sink in till you were being lowered into the grave haltingly, like a lifeboat from the side of a ship, save it was the varnished deckboat of your gilt-handled box. That you know, man, the only unifying tradition. And I've changed, one of the changes I made in the pamphlet, in the poems, is I've changed in that last line, that you know pilot, that it's now that you know man, the only changed. Changed pilot to man. Anyway. Ligature. My dad was a compositor, and a previous book of mine, The Hellbox, is set in large part in Cork in the Eagle Printing Company, which was on Oliver Plunkett Street, and parallel to Oliver Plunkett Street, at the back of which is where the Eagle Printing Company was, at the parallel to Oliver Plunkett Street, and behind Eagle Printing Company was a street called Phoenix Street, which is where was the exit of the compositors and the printers' entrance and exit they used. I use some of the printing words here. Ligature, which is kind of lettering, which is connected, certain letters are connected to each other. Ligature. I'll give Liam an old bell. Wake up, Liam is history. The line between long and short-term memory is out of whack. I just wanted to make a quick call, ask how things are. Meet me behind the walnut oil, the soot, turpentine, the dye, this concoction of ink. We are most at home here. What do you think of this latest one? Should I drop the first line? Afterwards, we'll take a scove if the weather's fine. Shanksmere over Patrick's Bridge. Take our ease. Chat with whoever. No better than you to shoot the breeze. We'll call up to my dad in Eagle Printing. Talk shop. The dumping of word worlds. Hellboxing, the latest job. Live and dead matter. The breaking of Gadzook. Of the ligature connecting all our lives. Lame look. It's near clock out time. Ye two would have such rapport. We'll catch him coming out the Phoenix Street door. Liam and me also are and still feel, we thought, Liam is not here now, but maybe that there was a certain sensibility in the southwest of Ireland that was never articulated properly. It's quite different from the north of Ireland, and it's quite different than the Leinster part of Ireland. And it's never actually been articulated either in prose or poetry, but it's there. I mean, this is a sonnet, actually, which is where, I mean, one of two of the great sonneteers, of course, were Raleigh and Spencer. But anyway, like the southwest is more of a Mediterranean Latin feel to it. A little bit more excitable the people are, a bit more operatic in Cork City especially. And of course the plants and the Gulf Stream coming in give natural emphasis or reality to it. I mean, the palm trees, there's even lizards in Derrynane. I mean, it's kind of fantastic. And so fuchsia comes from, I mean, I know that's all over Ireland, but anyway, there's a truth to this, I think. Munster. We never finished our on-hold confabulation, the uncharted south. How we were by nature ward lizarding, palm trees sprouting, wild fuchsia blazing, warned more with a Mediterranean and Gulf Stream temperament. Marquez, Lorca, you're just trotting after us. As much Neruda as Jorge Luis Borges. We've nothing to gain except ourselves, our own magic reality. A part, but still a part, of the double verse of our island. We are the more colourful ones, Latino by heart. I'm leading our Pegasus, or choleric Rosignante, to the front of the Irish cart, standing our ground. But you are fresh in the Cork earth, and I, Delanty, and the lone Hidalgo, babbling away, far from sound. I'm just going to read another sonnet, Phantom Talk, and then one more after that and finish up with that. Time cures all. Jesus wept. A poet in the prime of his gift, the newspaper said. Time's a shagging thief. Wow, that's new. I hear you. If time pilfers grief, this rhyme admits it will steal you from us. You give me grief from the other world of my sense that you're still with us, a phantom friend, which, barring our poems, is all we have. A big all for sure. Regards to folks on Parnassus. Find a place to attach this on your side of the wall. The one we can climb over only once, no more. The way a hand sticks a photo of a child, our friend, a wise quote, our list of to-do on the fridge door. Yes, I know this notice is pointless in the end. A missing person's mugshot flapping on a wall. A torn sign. The search long called off. The mug is not yours, but mine. And then the last poem, it's about a page long. Liam is buried in St. Gobnet's in the graveyard in Cooley. The Irish-speaking part, one of the Irish-speaking parts of Ireland and of Cork. And It's also the graveyard where other poets are buried, and Sean O'Riordan, for instance, and also Sean O'Riordan, the great composer and musician, is also there. Anyway, it was where Liam wanted to be put into the ground. St. Goblet is the patron saint of bees, or paradise. I nearly call this our only paradise, but anyway, I didn't. Liam lies in the cemetery of St. Goblet. Passing by bus, I stand, wave to him. Other passengers are naturally unsettled. I'm beyond caring why puzzled strangers shift seats. They'd understand had they met him. They'd bow instead of staring at the loony. Pray with me to the bees. Goblet's emissaries on their June ministry, to beseech the order of maggots, selflessly devoting themselves to his body, cowled in their order's white habits, assisted by selfless sects of worms, to be especially kind to this man, to deliver him unto the trees he loved, ash, Irish, yew, silver birch, elm, oak, to the common and rare. Resurrect him, allow him accrue and renew the peculiar character, the bloss, issuing from the earth and air of this, his resting place. May perpetual light shine on him, for he, more than any, was our haven, our air, fire, water, earth. I'm trying to be concise. Carry him in a slow procession with humble ceremony out of declining sight. Sound the pipes. A Corker man enters our paradise. Thank you. The best to Liam, and those who love him, and you should read his poems.